Welcome to the Midweek message. We're taking some lessons from Proverbs chapter 27, and I'm reading from the New International Version of the Bible. And we're reading in Proverbs 27, verses 1 through 4. Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring. Let someone else praise you and not your own mouth, an outsider and not your own lips. Stone is heavy and sand a burden, but a fool's provocation is heavier than both. Anger is cruel and fury overwhelming, but who can stand before jealousy? And those are verses 1 through 4 of Proverbs 27. We'll look at them individually. Proverbs 27:1. Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring. Now, this principle is seen throughout Scripture in various places. It came from the mouth of Jesus as he told about the rich fool and the folly of planning and not taking God into account in your future plans. And there are biblical passages, some in Proverbs, that extol the virtues of advanced planning, thinking ahead, preparing in advance. But we're not to leave God out of our calculations, regardless of how wise we may think they be. So don't boast about tomorrow. It doesn't necessarily say don't think about tomorrow, don't plan for tomorrow, but don't boast about tomorrow. You don't know what a day may bring forth. And most of us have seen issues in our lives turn around very quickly, turn on a dime, as they say, and we never know exactly what the future holds. Take God into account. Verse 2, let someone else praise you and not your own mouth, an outsider and not your own lips. Good advice. Don't boast of tomorrow and don't boast about yourself. Let other people do that. If you will avoid embarrassment, you will avoid shame, and let somebody else say the good things about you that you want others to know. Don't let it be yourself. Proverbs 27, verse 3, stone is heavy and sand a burden, but a fool's provocation is heavier than both. You don't want to be involved with foolish people. You don't want to be involved with people that ignore God and godliness and make bad decisions. By this, I'm not saying don't be friends with them. I'm not saying don't have any contact with them, but do not yoke yourself together. Do not get in situations that it's hard to extricate yourself from, because being involved with foolish people is a heavy, heavy weight in life. And verse 4, anger is cruel and fury overwhelming, but who can stand before jealousy? Anger, something that the Bible warns us against, does not bring the righteousness of God. Fury can be overwhelming. When people get into a rage, sometimes we say a blind rage. They don't think about anything other than their fury and their anger. Those things can be overwhelming and cruel. But who can stand before jealousy? I think that there are many applications of this principle. However, anger and fury often come and go rather quickly. Not always, but sometimes they do. But jealousy is not that type of thing. Jealousy is the type of thing that tends to stay with people, that tends to inhibit and jeopardize relationships. And so the scripture says, who can stand before jealousy?